Hey, welcome along to another episode of Behind the Bar podcast. On today's podcast, we have our coach, Daniel Breen, who runs our concert unit and our online program. Dan's been with us for many, many years now, and we were doing a little bit playing around with some content stuff, decided to do a podcast, and he asked all the questions today. So Dan hosts today's show. He asks me all the questions, some completely and utterly random questions about obviously business, my views on training, and all the good stuff really. So if you do like the show, please subscribe, click that button, subscribe, and keep following along where we share on this channel like more testimonials from our clients, some hints, tips, lots of behind the scenes stuff, and obviously Behind the Bar podcast. Enjoy.
Right then, change of role today. I'm going to be the one asking the questions. You're going to be the one answering them for a change.
Yep, let's do it.
So we'll get straight into it. Don't want to mess about because I've got plenty of questions to be asking.
I know. I did briefly say them, but I said I'm not going to read them because I don't want to know. I don't want to go for it.
What's one thing you've changed your mind about in the last year? This can be related to training, business, anything you want.
Just in the last year. Oh shit. Oh, these are hard questions already. First one. In the last year.
Oh, you can expand that. You can.
No. I'm trying to think within the last year. Probably more. It's going to be training actually. One of the key things of training isn't maybe it's just about the more on the stretch side of things rather than the squeeze. So I am more focused on the bit of a stretch where I haven't been focused more on that in my life, where it has been still going slow on the eccentric, but emphasising it just that little bit more. It's only a minor tweak.
We'd obviously focus on that mechanical tension as opposed to load.
Yeah, like anything from like say a cable lateral raise, instead of like just going there, it's like actually holding that stretch just that little bit at the bottom. I mean, on personal, is it working? I don't really know yet.
What was it that brought about that change? Was it something you read? Was it something you picked up from another coach?
Another coaches, YouTube. Like I'm still heavily into YouTube, so like obviously it was Mike Israel and who's the other guy? Jeff Nippard?
Oh, I don't know.
Little fella, but bodybuilder. Do you not? No, he's like
I might recognise him, but I don't recognise
he's
him.
a science guy. Yeah. So, but like them two more emphasising on that, and like I do respect them, and I have put it into my own training, and I am feeling it. The little bit extra DOMs that I probably need at this stage of my lifting.
I think it's funny how it's like every few years it comes like across new things where there'll be like a big divide on like opinion.
Yeah.
And at the minute it's very much between that side of like mechanical tension, slow reps, full range of motion, and then there's got like the super intensity guys who are like, every rep should be like it's just interesting because it's one of those things where the correct answer is always in the middle.
Yeah.
Always a bit of both. But it just feels like that's currently the thing where like people are pitching the tents.
Yeah,
it used to be other things, and now there's always something that comes round that you have to be in one camp or the other.
And well, within that camp type thing, at the end of the day, you look over history, right? And everybody uses Arnold Schwarzenegger, but like look at them; they were still in mint shape then, and they were only doing 25% of the stuff what people say these days to do, and all of the science guys are like, well, he should have done it like this, I know, but he's still like, he looked good.
The truth is, you just need to do something.
Yeah.
As long as you do it regularly and consistently, you're probably going to get the same results.
Yeah.
I think if there's anything I've picked up over the last few years, it's probably that like the nuances don't really matter. Just you do something and do it consistently.
Clickbait,
Stop
Daniel.
Stop overthinking about it.
That's all it is. Clickbait, they need to sell a program. Yeah. They need to look better than the next person. There we go.
That ties quite nicely into the next question. What is the most overrated thing in training right now? Or form of training or idea or principle?
Hybrid.
I don't know if that was when I went through it, that was the answer that popped into my head as well. So I did suspect that's where you'd go with it.
No, like nothing against it or anything. I think it's just something, again, what needs a label on it. And it's like, if you want to do all areas of fitness, happy days, do it. But it's like, you don't need to like hybrid training. And then what it comes along with that, it was the same as the CrossFit era. Woo, like, yeah, high fives. And now now it's the hybrid era where it's them mirrored glasses on as you're running. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's fine. Train how you like.
I mean, my opinion's probably softened on it slightly, and it's like, it's just not a smart way to train.
Yeah.
But when I thought about it, it's like, but it doesn't mean it's a bad way to use your training, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a great way to get into that shape, but if you're in that shape and want to go and do something that puts that physical capability to some use on a Saturday, no different to a group of lads going and have a game of five-a-side, go for it. It's just not a smart way to get to where you want to be.
Yeah, and I think even for somebody like me and you who like lift primarily, like there's no harm in doing 5-10k run.
No, it's enjoyable.
Well, exactly. There's no harm, but we're not going to walk around saying I'm a hybrid athlete.
Yeah, it's
like when you've done one high rocks.
Yeah, it's that obsession with being part of something.
Which isn't a bad thing in a way, because like at the end of the day, we have some people have called it a cult as well, the Barbell Club. So it's like, I get it. And we imagine if we were a global brand.
Oh, of course.
Like
it would end up being the same, I suppose.
Yeah, so same again. The answer's in the middle.
If you enjoy it, it's not a bad thing. What do clients think matter that doesn't?
What do clients think matter that don't? Cardio?
Yeah, probably a good one.
Like, and when I say cardio, I'm talking primarily probably running, bike and whatever, that they feel as though they need that for fat loss. When out of all of, if you've ever seen our results, out of all the results we get, we do not make them do cardio. It is literally 4 weight training days per week and getting those steps in. Now, some people might say steps is the cardio element of it, but we're not reaching peak cardio status and heart rate to achieve that level. We're slow and steady away.
See, this is something that's been aggravated recently because quite a lot of people have been going down the route of steps on cardio. But yes, they're correct. To me and you, steps on cardio. You're right. If me and you want to be as fit as possible, then in order to do that, then steps probably isn't the answer. But if you're talking about the 90% of the population that are completely sedentary, their heart rate is going to get up to those levels just by walking up a hill.
Yeah.
So for them, it is cardio. So you've got all these fitness people going, it's not cardio, but you're not scaling it to the client. To them, it is cardio because their heart rate's getting massively elevated because they're not used to doing anything. So for the average person, which is who most personal trainers are working with, just getting out and going for a walk is cardio. To be telling these people that they need to be doing anything more intense of that is ridiculous.
Yeah,
you need perspective.
When I go out for a walk, my heart rate does go to 110, 120. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And let's say for Alice, 18 stone, if she's walking, so her walking about, like up and down normal, that's 130, 140. But then if you get her to do a run, 180. Like it's
the impact on her joints. It's like you've got to scale what you're telling these people to do to their level. You've got to meet them in the middle. And it's like telling them that, oh no, steps isn't cardio, you need to be doing this high intensity shit. It's like, they don't.
Yeah.
We might need to, but like, how fit do you really need to live a long, healthy life? We're not trying to be athletes, and everyone falls in that trap of trying to make everyone fucking like an athlete. It's like you don't need to be super strong to be resilient. You don't need to be super fit to live a long and healthy life. And people always try to push extremes.
I actually seen a guy who I like as well, but he was saying whenever people tell you don't need cardio to lose weight, you fucking do, blah blah blah, and he was trying to get in shape for he was trying to drop weight for a music festival, and he actually failed at it, and he was putting in all these cardio blocks into he primarily weightlifts as well, but then all over social media he was like, you've got to do it, steps aren't enough, and I'm like, I've got hundreds of people in photo shoot shape who haven't done a single bit of running.
Well, again, it's like, I read a guy yesterday, I love him, I love his stuff, and he was saying steps on cardio, and he was talking and advocating about weighted vest walking for women and how popular it is. And that's great if you're somebody who's in shape. For example, like some of our clients who are super lean year round, that might be something great to introduce. But someone who's carrying 3 or 4 extra stone of fat is walking around in a weighted vest. What don't you understand? Like they haven't got any more muscle to carry that weight. There's nothing else on the body extra that's helping them carry that weight. It's just redundant mass. It's essentially weighted vest walking anyway. So if you're telling these already large people, whack a weighted vest on, it's just people need to think about who they're actually working with here.
Me and you talked about this before about the weighted vest, because I've said to people who have lost weight in the past, then like especially on the shred towards the end, start wearing something. But then you said like no, and it's like it's already. Did you say it's already like something like hard enough to get them out there?
It's like, at that point, you're just creating barriers where they're not needed.
But I agree with you. That's the thing. I actually agree with you on it. But weighted vest, you're right. Like let's say for client's sake, somebody like Jennifer Broomfield. Perfect example. She's like when she's close to like absolute fucking rock hard dick fucking leanness. She's like 45, 46 kilos. Do you know what I mean?
You know what I mean? So in order to get that super efficient, super fit, super muscular body to actually work a little bit harder, then perfect, add the mass. You're not carrying any redundant weight. There's no redundant weight in that body. It's muscle, it's skeletal structure, it's just goodness. There's no redundant weight on that body whatsoever. For most people, that's not the case.
I know. And if you've got somebody who's 18, so it's like, you're right, steps is cardio. And I always, it's so easy. I don't even know what the question was, but we've just went off on the cardio versus...
what's one thing that clients think matters that doesn't?
Yeah.
We went with running and cardio.
Yeah, so basically cardio doesn't...
The good thing is that's actually covered another one of the questions.
Okay.
So we've saved the question there anyway. Because one of them was cardio in fat loss tool or trap.
Yeah,
I think we went into the very much the trap side of things. What's one non-negotiable that every client gets in your programming?
I mean, it's always the 4-day training per week. But it's not to say that they always do it. But that's like one of my, I think that's my biggest non-negotiable for everybody. Now, don't get us wrong, I think people can get in incredible shape from training 3 times a week. Like say they did 3 full bodies or something across the week. But to get that extra physique, I think it has to be 4 days. So I always class the 4 non-negotiables, because then what I always think with the non-negotiable of that is tends to everything else falls into place in your life. So you're going to get more movement in because you're going 4 days a week. Your nutrition's going to be better because why you're putting so much effort into your training. If you're only training once or twice per week, it's like, oh wait, does the nutrition really matter? Does the steps really matter? But I always feel as though that is the non-negotiable for me when we're programming in anything, because it's that 3's enough, but 4 is the thing what you want for the physique, and whoever doesn't say that they don't want a good physique's lying.
Yeah, that was my first thought. Like definitely the consistency that it brings by having the extra training day and just more days where you're thinking about it. What about like an exercise or a type of exercise? Is there anything like you feel that should be in everybody's program?
Oh, I mean the exercises do get changed up regularly, but there's always like we do like a push-pull legs type thing. These are tough days, Daniel. Like a non-negotiable. I mean, it's not an exercise, it's steps. It's like I always feel as though and I know people shit on the 10,000 steps a day. It's like, oh, it doesn't have to be exactly 10k, but 10,000 steps a day doesn't matter whether you're in a fat loss phase, a maintenance phase, a bulking phase, whatever else. I think 10,000 steps is just like, I think it is actually a magic number of getting people to move and just like be human.
Yeah, it's like you can't get in shape being sedentary.
Yeah.
And food tracking is so inaccurate to an extent.
Yeah.
That if you need that activity to cover your bases.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Because tracking isn't a I mean, we want them to track.
Yeah. It's hard to be accurate with tracking.
It is, yeah. But it's a good tool.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. But it's only as accurate as it is.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's the biggest coaching mistake you've ever made?
Telling people to drink butter. I think, yeah.
Elaborate.
Okay.
What was it?
The bulletproof
coffee era.
Bulletproof coffee era 14 years ago, probably, maybe 15 years ago, it started to get popular. Basically, it was sort of like it was in a mixture with the paleo diet, wasn't it? Yeah. Basically, grass-fed butter, 80 grams of it with coconut oil into your coffee. It was supposed to keep you alert, full all day. The rest of it, you have that in the morning. I mean, zero protein in. It's about 600 calories.
Doesn't fill you up.
Doesn't fill you up. I've had it and I was getting, oh yeah, I feel so full and blah, blah, blah. And I was fucking lying to myself.
I mean, don't get us wrong. It'll fucking give you loads of energy in the same way a full bag of Haribos would.
Yeah.
It's probably not a great nutritional
no, but it's it's just one of them things. It's like that I was into that era at that time. I mean, it was, God, I'm forgetting all the people who it was. I mean, Ben Coomber was sort of part of that.
Yeah,
it was early days. And same with everything, you grow and learn from it all. Unfortunately, I was saying to clients, this is great.
At least you admit it though.
Oh, yeah.
Many people
no,
when something gets proven wrong or they move on or they learn something, they refuse to ever accept that they're wrong. I think that taking that ownership is important because it shows clients that we don't always know everything. Things change, ideas change. The same as with them. They're not going to be getting everything right straight away. We didn't get everything right straight away.
And I mean, it's a lesson for everybody to listen to people as well, because I was listening to people and I just took it as gospel. There were big names at the time, and I just took it as everything was. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, Joe Rogan was on that trend as well at the time.
On every fucking trend.
Well, he was.
He just jumps on the next thing, didn't he?
But it's all these big names, and it's
fucking carnivore now, isn't it? Have you ever had a moment where you thought, I'm done with this?
Not so much done. I think it was probably when we first opened the gym. So this it was sort of a marketing mistake in a way. So I went from coaching people in the studio, obviously on a one-to-one, and obviously the carnage on the field, and then we opened the gym, and it was I stopped coaching people. It was more of a, if we build it, they will come. And even though the philosophy of what we had open was everybody got a program, everyone got an induction, and then once your program ended, we build you a new program. So that was a good thing, and I would have been on hand to coach people throughout. But opening that model of gym with only a handful of squat racks and whatever else, and my price was higher than any of the other gyms. That hope, build it, they will come. And it was it came to after a year or something. I remember saying to Sarah, it was if we don't get any clients, we're closing the door in a couple of months. What was the question, biggest mistake? Or
have you ever thought about?
Or packing it all, everything. Yeah. So it was it was within a moment of right, this. And then it was Sarah was well, why didn't you just bring Carnage back? I was all right then. Brought Carnage back. And then it was why didn't you bring back fucking Warrior Women Strip and Rip, now known as the Barbell Club? Why didn't you bring that back? And it was okay, yeah. So then obviously we did rope it all back in, and then now we are just a fully coached place.
Nice. What's one cringy thing that you used to say as a coach?
One.
Give us more than one if you've got them.
God, probably still our outer circle. I'm probably cringy in anyway.
Yeah, I suppose we probably all are.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's I'm probably cringy in everything I say and do, but I'm not bothered. I know I'm I mean, some people must walk through our doors now and I'm like, fucking hiya! Like, do you know what I mean?
It's almost a persona. It's not a persona, but it's part of what we do in this industry.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You have to put yourself out there.
Well, the thing is, I'm probably a little bit different where it's not like, I mean, you're not going to ever, well, you will see some videos of us training, but they're never training like serious training, like, whoa. It's me being daft, but that's who I am. But things I've said, what are cringy? Is that, what's the question?
What's the most cringy thing you've ever like said as a coach, or like term you've ever used?
So originally when I was in my dad's garage, so I had like a little whiteboard, like so a same whiteboard, and I would write like a weekly quote on it. It was probably never as bad as sweat is fat crying, but it'll have been close to them. And I used to write like a motivational post on there, and that was, I mean, that was 13 years ago. So, but that was before memes. Do you know what I mean? So I'll have hunted out for like some quotes or something and then wrote it on my board. I
remember your "Don't Just Boss It, Ross It" t-shirts.
Oh, yes. Yeah, so obviously that quick one on that. So when we first opened the Durham gym, there was a silhouette of me and Sarah like holding it. And I posted that in the group, you know, originally to get people to vote.
Right.
And that's what they come back with. Yeah. Because I wasn't with Sarah at the time, and she actually wrote that one, and that's what came through. Don't just boss it, Ross it. Fucking hell.
What's something that you wish your clients knew about you?
I'm quite open with them, like, well, wish they knew about us. I mean, I never really say about how probably the work, what goes behind everything. I think just a little understanding of that. I mean, I don't actually think that the clients just think, oh, we just count reps and that's it, and you just make some videos. But it's probably like this morning, I mean, I came up here, what time? For 8 o'clock? 8 o'clock, it's a Saturday morning, like we're not at work. I've been up since 5:30, I've been on the laptop, I've been doing stuff from that time until leaving at 7:30 to come to here. And this is a Saturday, this is actually play around time for me and Dan.
I was gonna say, like, we're not making money or getting paid or doing anything, this is just us trying
to... But every single thing what we obviously do, even this in itself, even though me and you are just playing here, it is part of the business, and it's like, and this happens every single day for me, probably. It's like, it is, when I'm not coaching, I am still up at 5:30 on that laptop. And it is, and it's weird because I'm a coach, but most of my hours are actually behind a laptop.
I think it's probably an eye-opener when people were in Marbella.
Right.
To see like what goes on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of work that goes on behind that people don't.
Yeah,
nice.
I mean, I'd love to enjoy the holidays. I'd love to enjoy the villa, but I am so up a height. It's unreal.
How do you keep sane doing this job?
I mean, it's easy. So that's like, whenever we do the shreds or any events or anything, just general day to day, when a message comes through from a client saying how much we've changed their life, like how much it means to them, like obviously we have the summer social, and like just people saying like you should be mega proud and stuff like that, and it's like, but then it's still hard to like have that moment, take it in, because we're always thinking of the next few steps. So I think that's how I keep saying, just the
little wins.
The feedback and and then obviously me and Sarah, it's hard to celebrate it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Tried to celebrate it with the staff the other day.
I think the shred's always a nice one for that.
Oh,
Do you know what I mean? Like when you're like on that day and it's like, it makes you feel good about what, like, it reminds you why you do it. The
buzz from that day, and the buzz from the clients, and the smiles on that day, and see them again. I'm not enjoying that moment in the time because I'm so fucking focused on trying to get everything. I might be smiling on the outside, but then it's like, for 2 weeks later, it's post after post on Facebook, and it's like
a lot of editing and stuff that goes on that.
Oh yeah. But they do, the clients, it's just the buzz from them.
It's a nice win.
And especially for somebody like let's say Joanne, who's just completed a shred, she lost 30 kilos?
Yeah.
Is it 70,
yeah,
whatever
70
pounds?
70 pounds.
Yeah, and like being a client with us a year, she's done that. And she doesn't share a single thing on Facebook. And she was straight in and shared our pictures and like that.
Yeah.
Like that, somebody like that, 50-year-old, sharing ripped, by the way, like, and enjoying showing herself off.
Yeah, I love that moment of like when you're sitting there and you say the pictures are out and then you're just waiting for like the posts to start coming through and like all the positivity, like it's a nice moment.
Yeah,
definitely.
So that's how I keep saying. So keep bringing them in.
A little bit of a deep on this one. What's your biggest insecurity as a coach?
I know I'm not the most technical coach in the world. I couldn't tell you all the parts of the body or anything like that. I couldn't tell you how a lot of the organs work or anything like that, but I'm fine with that. That's why I have good coaches who do that for us. But and I'll never ever claim that I'm the best coach in the world because I'm not, but what I am fucking good at is getting people results.
Yeah.
And that you'll never see him again. I'll hardly talk about nutrition or training or anything because probably I'm going to get it wrong. It's like, I am a bro inside.
But also it's realistically like, how much do you actually ever need to use? Like I've probably forgot more about the human body than I'd ever use as a coach.
Yeah.
I mean, it's irrelevant day to day. It really is. And you just need to be focusing on the things that actually matter to get the results, which we do exceptionally well. I think that's another thing when it's like things clients get wrong. They think about so much shit that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like there's a reason we tell you to focus on 4 fucking things because if you do those 4 things, you'll get the results. You don't need to be worried about your fucking sleep patterns and this and that and the other and keep it simple.
No, it is like, but that's the thing, but look at our results. Like, I don't need to be the Jeff Nippards or the Mike Israel's, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't need to be that because I suppose a lot of our focus is on building that community, the community stays, get the results, and I do know me fucking stuff, by the way. I do know it, but like, I'm not as technical as like, say, you or like Dan or anything like that, or like Ben with his movement patterns, Josh with his movement patterns, do you know what I mean? But that's never been my thing. My thing has always been coaching the everyday person.
But also it comes down to roles as well in the sense of like, primarily you're not a coach and you haven't been a coach for the best part of 10 years now. Do you know what I mean? It's like, no, like, do you know what I mean? It's been, your main focus has been on other things. You've been developing the business skills, things like that. Whereas we have all very much been coaches who are probably only focused on being coaches. Yeah. So you're putting your energy in different areas.
But I still watch my YouTube videos of coaches. I still keep that foot in there.
But it's just, you can only sort of like be fucking all in on.
Yeah. I won't be doing any more courses, basically.
What's one part of this that you hate, but you still do?
What's one part of it I hate? I mean that 7:30 till 8:30, that night slot covering, that one's a pain in the ass. Like. There's that. I mean, I haven't had, I nearly covered some of Josh's one-to-ones the other week, but I didn't. But one-to-one training, like I don't, like that's for me personally. Like I love that little group environment.
I think the time as well you've been in the industry, one-to-one's gonna be hard work.
Yeah. Considering like when I had a studio, I had a full schedule all the time.
I think that's probably the biggest reason why you see such a short lifespan for personal trainers, because most personal trainers, they go into that commercial gym environment and it's back-to-back one-to-one PT all day for shit rate, and like it's just exhausting.
It's only shit rate because they charge shit rate.
Well, yeah, but it's exhausting. Do you know what I mean?
Well, it is when you're like this isn't any offense to any one-to-one trainers or anything like that, but if you have to spend your time, say 3 sessions a week, just that one person, and you might not get on with them, like, do you know what I mean? You might not have that same personality, so you're putting on this persona all the time of like, being a professional all the time.
Trying to make small talk.
Yeah, when I feel as though like that small group environment, what we've got going on, it's like they bounce off each other in any way.
Like if I've got one-to-ones, I'll always try to get them in as a 2.
Yeah.
Just 2 or 3, because I think it's better for them. I think it's better for consistency. I think it's better for results.
Yeah.
It's better for motivation.
Price as well. Yeah, they get to split the cost. Yeah.
So I'm going to jump that one. If you could go back and tell 30-year-old Ross one thing, what would it be? So that would have been just back from Ibiza for your 30th.
Yeah.
Just before I started.
Yeah, so I mean, at the end of the day, like I always feel as though the butterfly effect, what would you go tell yourself? If I would tell myself that would never, like, yeah. I'm actually really happy where I'm at now. Then, up your prices faster from that moment in time, because you were worth it. Up your prices then for that, you were worth it. And at that moment in time, 30 years ago, put all your money into Facebook ads, because you could have done Facebook ads then with before and afters, the lot, like it was the Wild West. Like you could have filled out 10 gyms. Like because of the knowledge what I know now, like,
if you're producing the content that we do now and the results we do now 10 years ago, like witchcraft.
But obviously I can't ever say that, but I'm happy where I'm at now. And I wouldn't have learned all the things what I have learned now. So I always hate those questions of what would you tell yourself, because it's like, well, I wouldn't be who I am today and I really like myself.
Well, this is kind of the inverse then. Mm-hmm. If we were to go forward to 50-year-old Ross, in the next 10 years would be the fucking dream. Everything's went exactly how it fucking should have.
Yeah.
Fucking unicorns and rainbows. What's the world look like? What's the gyms look like? What's business look like?
In 10 years, what did the...
what's your life look like?
I am 50 in fucking 10 years.
So you're 50, 10 years time. The last 10 years have been great. Everything's went exactly how you wanted to fucking go. How does everything look?
I still want to be in it all. I mean, I love it all. I mean, definitely probably from the back end. So if a few more systems in place where me and Sarah aren't like fucking hustling like crazy sometimes. We're more organised, me. I can't really think. 10 years. I don't want any other gyms. But same again, like we didn't want the Sunderland gym, we didn't want this gym, these just came along. It wasn't like we planned, we're expansion. Because like with the gyms now, like there's constant room for growth across all the time slots in anywhere. So it's like, why would I need to do that? Same again, probably when I started as a personal trainer, I wanted to be the person who like somebody give a black card to, like see this person. Yeah. Probably that name of like, see the barbell club, that kind of thing. So pretty much what we're doing now. Build on it, just keep making them experiences bigger, better, like the villas bigger, better, the events bigger, better, just where people fucking love it.
Nice. So some quick fire ones to finish, and then we'll wrap it up. So, wildest client excuse you've ever heard?
It was the rabbit. What is it? Like she lost her rabbit and it was found in the oven.
Something like that. Found it in the oven. I still don't
found
really
in
understand.
I found the rabbit in the oven. Something crazy like that. Yeah.
I still didn't even understand how that worked. But that was all we got.
Yeah.
Best transformation that never made it to Instagram? Well, that nobody ever seen.
There's a lot. There's actually, I've got a file of all of these before and afters what I've got, but they didn't want them sharing. So then if I was to say the best one, I'd be putting the name out there. That's the strange thing. But there's so many, and we can't ever speak about them. That's the thing. But I have a full file of people like for many years, like from Carnage and from Barbell, of where they've just said like no, like they have wrote as like a bit of a testimonial and stuff like that, but nothing to go with it. Yeah. And obviously Instagram, I can't put a photo without a photo in a way.
Yeah, I think that's an interesting one though, because a lot of the time when you'll see personal trainers' pages or Instagrams or whatever, they'll have like the same 3 transformations and just go around and round and round. But it's like, we don't do that in the sense of we've always got fresh stuff. But that's the tip of the iceberg. There's like so much that goes on that people say that we can't even share.
But the thing is, with these people who share the same 3, it's fine to share the same 3. It's like,
of course, do you know what I mean? But it's just that thing of like, it's all.
Well. Oh, sorry, this is quick fire. Yeah.
Funniest gym moment ever.
I always ask this question to people as well. Funniest gym moment. I don't know.
It's now time to get the own back.
I know. Like I suppose there's that many. Like, I mean, God, what's her name? Farted on us. Like when I picked her up for a chin up, just farted on my shoulder. I mean, Sarah's mum. She won't listen to this. She farted doing a leg raise, and that's when I had a studio and I was only coaching her 1-to-1, and obviously I wasn't even with Sarah then. So like my client farted doing a leg raise, and because I was a PT at the time, it was like I was trying to be professional and just like sort of passed it off as though I didn't hear it as well. Yeah, farting on us.
What's your I'm never training that person again story? It's a hard one to answer, really.
Well, it is a hard one to answer. I think, there has been some twats, do you know what I mean, over the years, like who we've had to ask to leave, or there's some people who's left and been complete knobheads, like when they've left, and you just don't want those people in your life of that negativity and like that vibe of what they bring with them. I mean, I've only had 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's like 3 people who've had to actually kick out the gym, all because of different reasons. But I couldn't, obviously, I don't even want to see them in the street.
Yeah.
Because of how much of a dick they were. Yeah. So it's
I think the one I always find strange is like when people almost like look at you like they know better. Yeah. Like massively out of shape or whatever, and they've come for help, and then you tell them something like, well, this isn't what I've done before. Or this, this isn't what they told us. It's like, well, it obviously hasn't worked for you. Yeah. So like, why don't you try doing it? You're here anyway, you paid your money, you're going to get coach offers, like work with us and do what we're going to tell you to do. Otherwise, what the fuck's the point?
Those are serial gym hoppers. They go from every program to every single thing around, and it's dot. And they know better. I know, like, I've had many of them.
Yeah, and it's like, what do you mean? Like, that isn't how you do it. Like, you're fucking coming here to ask me?
Where people saying, oh, it's not intense enough. And it's like, but you're not in the shape you want to be. Why don't you? Yeah.
What's a client win that genuinely got you emotional?
The only time, like, I've never cried in my life. Like, I cried at when Jake was born. Obviously, Sarah kicks off because I didn't cry when Castor was born. Like, I don't ever cry. And so, yeah, the last time I cried was 16 years ago. But when Sam was talking about his testimonial in the villa, I felt like a little, because where he's like, it has changed. Like, because he could take his top off in the garden. Like, he says, I've never been able to do that in my life. And it was like, he says, like, you've changed my life. And it was like, fucking hell. For a man of like mid-30s, to never want to take his top off in the garden, just cutting his own grass, do you know what I mean? And like, just that little win there, I mean, it might just sound mental to some people, but for somebody to have that confidence.
It's circumstance as well, in the sense of obviously like, it's an isolated moment, there's obviously a much bigger picture. Yeah. That's drawn the emotion out, do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
That's obviously what's the thing, but that's a good one. Worst exercise?
What I hate, or just what I find?
Well, it could be either actually. One you hate and one you think's just shit.
I think when you do like a multiple of exercise together, so like a lunge with a bicep curl, or like a squat with a press, or do you know what I mean? So, something along the lines of that, instead of just like, and don't get us wrong, I fucking same again. Fully admitted, I used to read men's fitness magazines, and I remember doing it in a bodybuilding gym. It was like, well, I can hit more muscles at the same time here. So a lunge into a curl, or a wood chop lunge. Do you know what I mean? But I read the magazines, I was copying them, But those obviously now, like anything what's like multi-targeted when it doesn't need to be.
Yeah. And just a quick sort of explanation, the main reason for that is like if you're lunging with a weight that you can curl, it's nowhere near high enough intensity to actually do anything to your legs.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much the reason why.
Yeah. We've got girls lunging 30s, like they're not going to curl them.
PT, red flag. So if you're looking at hiring someone or to see someone.
Oh, well, I am hiring someone.
So yeah, listen out, prospective coaches.
All about them in a way. Like if everything's just about them, like if they're, I mean, don't get us wrong, if they're trying to advertise at the start, then they can only post about themselves. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? But if it's just all them, me type thing, I mean, talking about themselves all the time, like fucking stringer vests as well. I don't know. There's a lot. I mean, fucking, like, for people hiring, rudeness of, like, have you got a job? Or shit like that. It's like, be professional if fucking ever going straight into a job interview here. But just be fucking professional with it all. Yes, once you, like, in there, you have a laugh with everybody. I mean, no personality's a red flag.
Yeah, definitely.
Like,
for this industry, it
is. I take personality over skills.
Yeah. Well, you can learn skills.
You can learn skills. You can't learn personality, and that's a big red flag, especially because same again. Like, yes, I might have a client who I don't get on with 3 times a week, but imagine if you've paid your money and like you don't like the coach who you've got to spend 3 hours a week with.
It's not good, is it?
Like someone could have bought you like 3 months worth of PT for your Christmas present, and the
you're stuck with that person for 3 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got to have a good relationship, definitely. So, dream podcast guest. Obviously can't be me.
Oh, I know, Dan. I mean, one of my goals was Paul Martin. I did get him on. Yeah. Like that was always a bit of a goal for me. Who would I like? That's like a. See, I like even then I wouldn't be selfish in it because I'd want people to view it and like obviously take something away from it. Because like obviously like I know me and Matty would be like, oh, we'll have Alex Hormozy or something like that. Do you know what I mean? Where like I could, but that would be a selfish podcast. So I'd probably want somebody on who probably the clients admire in a way, like already, like so they could take a little bit more out of it. I don't know.
What about just from a selfish point of view? Just who would you love to interview? Just sit down and we would just be able to ask them questions.
Do you know what it is? Like, probably James Smith.
Yeah.
Just because of, there's a lot of things where I like to relate to him in, and like, obviously I love all of his business stuff, and I like the way he handles things, and also people would get something out of that as well. Yeah. I think him, I think it'd be just a good talk.
Kind of touched on this one earlier a little bit, but we'll go back to it. One bit of bro science that you still believe in.
Bro science, I still believe in. Carbs before training. Yeah. I mean, there is some science towards it. There is some science towards it, but then does it digest? Like I haven't obviously looked into the research lately with it all, but that's one of the things. I mean, and it's not really bro science, but I think like intensity trumps all in a way if you're trying to gain.
Cool. And then last one. What's the most embarrassing song on your gym playlist?
I mean, I'm not embarrassed of any of them, but everybody, I mean, I don't know if it's embarrassing for me, but it's probably Gary Glitter Rock and Roll Part 2.
I was thinking maybe it's the Sister Act soundtrack, like, but Gary Glitter probably trumps it.
Yeah, they all call it the Nons playlist.
It's got Gary Glitter, R. Kelly.
It doesn't have Peter, it's got Michael Jackson on, yeah. But the good songs, I like them. But probably, what did you say, most embarrassing song? Yeah. I don't really get embarrassed by anything, but like it does have the Pokemon theme tune on as well.
Yeah, that's got to be the one actually.
Is that it?
Yes, that's it. Done.
Thank you very much.
There you go.